For men, for names that echoed throughout the Roman Empire. But what set them apart? They were never defeated. In bloody battles, deadly ambushes, and impossible challenges, they always emerged victorious. Who were these legendary warriors who defied the impossible? In the brutal world of the Roman legions, where even the most skilled often fell to the enemy's steel, there were few who managed to survive, and even fewer who never tasted defeat. But these four men were no ordinary soldiers. They didn't just survive. They conquered, led, and left behind a legacy that made them immortal in history. What does it mean to be invincible? Were they simply stronger warriors? Or was there something deeper, a strategy, a mindset, or perhaps a destiny that set them apart from the rest? Their stories are not just about war. They are about overcoming challenges, leading with purpose, and the power to leave an eternal mark on the world. In today's video, we'll explore the epic journeys of four figures who redefined what it means to be invincible. From battlefields to political intrigues, each of their stories reveals something unique about the glory and the dangers of being a true Roman hero. Get ready to dive into ingenious strategies, moments of sheer bravery, and details history almost forgot. If you love uncovering legendary stories and want to learn more about the fascinating world of the Roman Empire, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. That way, you help ensure these epic tales keep being told and spread the legacy of these invincible heroes. Now, let's begin. Tarquin the Elder was not born Roman, yet he shaped the city's destiny like no other. As a foreigner in a society deeply rooted in tradition, his ascent to power was marked by a blend of ambition, intellect, and resilience. Tarquin's early victories over neighboring tribes solidified his reputation as a cunning leader, earning the loyalty of his troops and the respect of Rome. But his path was never easy. The whispers of his foreign origins shadowed him, forcing him to prove himself at every turn. One of Tarquin's most defining moments came during the wars with Rome's early enemies. His innovative strategies, like fortifying critical roads and using deception on the battlefield, not only secured victories, but also laid the foundation for Rome's expansion. Tarquin didn't just fight battles. He fought for the soul of a city that often questioned his right to lead. His victories came not from brute force, but from understanding his enemy and adapting with precision. Despite his triumphs, Tarquin faced challenges that no sword could resolve: political intrigue and betrayal. His murder, allegedly orchestrated by rivals, left questions that history still debates. Did his brilliance make him too powerful, or was his fate sealed because he dared to challenge Rome's traditional norms? Whatever the reason, Tarquin's story set the stage for a new type of Roman hero, one who would not only fight for glory, but for survival in the face of insurmountable odds. This fight for survival and redemption would later define another leader, one whose name became synonymous with saving Rome itself. But what happens when even a savior is exiled, only to return stronger than ever? When Rome faced its darkest hour, it turned to Marcus Furius Camillus, a man who had once been cast out by the very city he swore to protect. Known as the second founder of Rome, Camillus led with unwavering determination during the Gaulish invasion that left the eternal city in ruins. His leadership during the siege showed not only tactical brilliance, but also an unshakable sense of duty. Despite his banishment, he rallied scattered forces, turning a defeated army into an unstoppable force. Camillus's crowning achievement was his ingenious strategy to reclaim Rome. The Gauls, confident after their plunder, underestimated the Roman resolve. Camillus used the terrain to his advantage, ambushing the enemy in a series of surprise attacks that ultimately forced their retreat. But his victories weren't just on the battlefield. He rebuilt Rome's shattered defenses and instilled hope in a population that had nearly lost everything. However, Camillus's legacy was not without controversy. Many questioned whether his return was motivated by loyalty or a desire to restore his personal honor. He walked a fine line between hero and opportunist, raising debates that would follow him throughout history. Could someone who had been wronged by his people truly act without self-interest? The question of personal ambition versus duty loomed large over another Roman figure, one who would use both to reshape the Republic itself in ways no one thought possible. Sulla's rise was as relentless as the man himself. In an age of civil wars and shifting allegiances, he was a figure who commanded both fear and respect. His military campaigns, especially during the First Civil War, showcased his unmatched ability to outthink and outmaneuver opponents. From his audacious march on Rome to his crushing defeats of rival generals, Sulla seemed invincible, not just on the battlefield, but in the political arena as well. What set Sulla apart was his ruthless efficiency. He was a master of turning chaos into opportunity, whether by consolidating power or quelling rebellions. His reforms to Rome's political system, though controversial, were driven by a vision of restoring order to a fractured republic. Yet his methods raised ethical dilemmas. Could such brutality ever be justified, even if it brought peace? His purges eliminated enemies, but left a stain on his legacy that history has struggled to reconcile. Despite his unyielding dominance, Sulla made a shocking decision. He voluntarily stepped down as dictator. Historians still debate why. Was it a final act of control, proving he could leave power on his own terms, or a move to escape the inevitable consequences of his reign? This enigmatic decision left a vacuum that would soon be filled by another figure, one whose charisma and military genius would captivate the entire Roman world. What kind of leader inspires such loyalty that even in death, his name remains a rallying cry for Rome's ambitions? Germanicus was more than a soldier. He was a symbol of Rome's glory and potential. As a general, his campaigns in Germania avenged one of Rome's most humiliating defeats, the disaster at Teutoburg Forest. His ability to inspire troops and lead them to victory in hostile, unfamiliar terrain made him a figure of legend. But it wasn't just his battlefield prowess that set him apart. It was his humanity. Germanicus cared for his soldiers, earning their loyalty through empathy and fairness, a rarity in Roman leadership. One of Germanicus's most notable victories came when he crushed the Germanic tribes that had once decimated 3 Roman legions. He recovered lost standards, restoring Rome's honor and demonstrating that even the darkest defeats could be avenged. His triumphs weren't merely military. They were symbolic, reminding Rome of its resilience and dominance. Despite his accomplishments, Germanicus's life ended under mysterious circumstances. His sudden death, widely suspected to be the result of poisoning, left a void in Rome's leadership. Was his fate the result of political jealousy, or did his growing popularity threaten those in power? His story stands as a testament to both the heights a Roman leader could achieve and the dangers that came with unparalleled success. Could it be that even in victory, the seeds of one's downfall are sown? And if so, what does that say about the price of invincibility? Germanicus's story proves that even Rome's greatest victors were never truly safe. But what about those who weren't just betrayed, but vanished entirely? What happened to the legendary Roman legions that disappeared from history, leaving behind only questions and speculation? Discover the chilling mysteries of the lost legions and the commanders who led them into the unknown. Click here to watch now.